Crystal Palace find Eze's replacement as Fabio Vieira edges closer to West Ham move. The Eberechi Eze era at Crystal Palace may be drawing to a close, but the South London club isn't waiting around to lick their wounds. Reports suggest Palace have already lined up a dynamic replacement to fill the creative void left by the England international, who recently sealed a blockbuster move to Arsenal. And while the Eagles prepare for life after Eze, Arsenal's own midfield reshuffle continues, with Fabio Vieira now on the verge of joining West Ham United in a surprising twist. Palace's scouting department has moved with speed and purpose. After losing their talisman, they've turned their attention to a young, electrifying playmaker from Ligue 1, a player who has drawn stylistic comparisons to Eze himself. With quick feet, exceptional dribbling skills, and an eye for goal, this new target is expected to become the heartbeat of Palace's next-generation project under Oliver Glasner. Sources close to the club reveal that the replacement has already agreed personal terms, with negotiations advancing rapidly. Palace's recruitment team is said to be excited by the player's potential to not just replace Eze, but to bring a slightly different dynamic, one focused more on vertical bursts and transitional danger. It's a clear sign the club is refusing to step back and is instead evolving its tactical identity. Meanwhile, Arsenal's midfield reshuffle is in full swing. After adding another elite midfielder this window, the writing has been on the wall for Fabio Vieira. Despite flashes of brilliance, the Portuguese playmaker struggled for consistent minutes under Mikel Arteta, often overshadowed by the likes of Odegaard, Rice, and even Emile Smith-Rowe before his departure. Now, a move to West Ham looks imminent. West Ham have long admired Vieira's technical elegance and vision. Under Julen Lopetegui, the Hammers are trying to reinvent their midfield following the loss of Lucas Paqueta's influence amid betting allegations and the departure of Pablo Fornals. Vieira fits the bill perfectly, young, hungry, and still with bags of untapped potential. The reported fee is in the region of £25 million, with add-ons pushing it higher. For Vieira, it's an opportunity to step out from the shadows and become the central playmaker in a Premier League side that values flair and forward-thinking football. West Ham see him as a potential long-term star, someone they can build around as they chase European qualification once again. The Portuguese talent is understood to be eager for the fresh start and is expected to undergo his medical later this week. Back at Selhurst Park, fans are still adjusting to the loss of Eze, but the swift movement in the market has softened the blow. Palace's new target is rumored to be just 21 years old, already capped at U21 level for his country, and comes with rave reviews from continental scouts. The club believes they've secured a gem, and in typical Palace fashion, they're betting on potential and player development. Eze's exit was always going to be a test of ambition for Crystal Palace. Would they use the funds to rebuild or simply replace? The answer now seems clear: they're doing both. The incoming playmaker won't be a carbon copy of Eze, but he will bring his own unique spark, one that fits Glasner's high-tempo, counter-attacking setup. The Austrian manager wants more verticality and aggression in the final third, and this new arrival ticks those boxes. The timing of Vieira's move is equally important for Arsenal. Offloading a fringe player not only generates funds but clears space for the new £67 million midfielder recently hijacked from Spurs. It also confirms that Mikel Arteta is narrowing his squad for efficiency, quality, and balance. The Gunners' midfield engine is now running at full throttle, and there was simply no room left for Vieira. West Ham, meanwhile, appear to be playing their cards smartly. After a quiet early summer, they've suddenly found rhythm in the window. Vieira will offer something different to their midfield: more guile, control, and final third vision. If Lopetegui can get him firing, the Irons may have just pulled off one of the steals of the summer. This developing triangle of moves, Eze to Arsenal, Vieira to West Ham, and Palace's new prodigy from Ligue 1, is shaping up to be one of the most dramatic domino effects of the transfer window. All three clubs are evolving in their own way, making moves that reflect not just ambition, but clarity of vision. In the end, football waits for no one. Eze's departure marks the end of a beautiful chapter for Crystal Palace, but the next one is already being written. For Arsenal, it's a calculated departure to create space for the elite. And for West Ham, it might just be the beginning of a Vieira renaissance in East London.